Hello to you, my fellow Dark Ones. How are you guys doing today? How's life? And yes, welcome to the birthplace of democracy. On this channel, democracy is at its infancy, so yeah, there are flaws. But it does work amazing, don't you agree? Not really. Did I have to kill Ahmed? Probably not. But it was fun. Because democracy is fun. Now, so what is the plan for today? Good question. I don't know if this is cheating or not, but I have changed the view mode on the quest line. If you look at the quest line, there are two things that I want. Draconic Evolution over here. Oh, wait a minute, it doesn't end. Oh my goodness. Okay, never mind. Draconic Evolution and Sedna. These are the two most important things that I want in life, so we're going to focus on them. Both of the things that I have just mentioned are a bit of a rabbit hole, and sorry, couldn't find rabbits. Found snakes. Just imagine they're rabbits. The reason that I want Draconic Evolution is that apparently after that we're going to unlock something called Mythic Processor. What do they do? It's basically an Empower in just one block, or a super fast pulverizer. 16 items at a time, and in like literally 2 ticks. And the reason that I want to go to a dimension called Sedna is this ingot over here, Sednonite. It's going to make our lives so much easier, and it's also needed for future progress. But we have to start somewhere, and that somewhere is that we're missing a few important resources, and our processing power is just garbage. So I have to redo our entire auto-crafting system now that we have unlocked a mod whose name I shall not mention. The machines are fast, I give you that. But we are going to start with the resources part. We're going to get into wood. Well, we have already been in wood. We're going to get into wood a bit more. So my personal idea is that we're going to go with 6 tier 4 wood farms. That's a lot of garbage. Since I have to do my auto crafting one more time, we're not going to set up patterns. We're just going to convert the tier 2 shards from wood to Stygian iron, using a pressurizer. I have around 2500 Stygian iron ingots, and well, I really prefer to do everything in one go. We're going to need a lot of iron plates, and well, if you use the hammer, you will use 2 ingots and you will get 1 plate. If you use the anvil, 1 ingot is 1 plate. And since both of them are manual, maybe I should do this to save on resources. If we run a bit low, we don't really have to do this recipe ever again, but there is a way using shards, the nether star shard. Each one of these shards give you an ingot, so we're good. I don't think we will run into any problems. It's just a bit of grind. I have set up some patterns. We need 60 factory flesh casings. Oh, we have 10. Oh, I broke the old one. So we need 50. You can make it. Perfect. I think that was like the cheapest one, right? Yeah. Nether casing is expensive. I have prepared everything that we needed, and honestly speaking, that was super cheap and easy. Because, you know, one of the worst things that you have to do in wood is try to make the premium power cell. You know, you need so many enchanted books, you need so many blocks, but here there's a custom recipe with some enhancers, which you can just craft. So I just set up a pattern for the premium power cell, and you can craft it. It's so easy. Why do we have dragon eggs? Oh, I only have 1 left. Now we have an ender dragon data model. Kind of forgot. Okay, maybe that was not how I got the dragon eggs. Oh, we killed the dragon. I forgot. So let us go to the void dimension and set up everything. You have no idea how nice this is to have access to your applied energistic system when you're here. So this is the center of the chunk. I need to assemble 6 of them. That's quite a bit. Kind of forgot how this works, but you take the intern and you right click on the heart. Oh yeah, can't you assemble it faster? You know, with sneak? No, I can see you in a bit. Okay, so I have assembled all of the wood farms, all 6 of them, and yes, there are a few missing blocks because I have made some calculation errors, which is fine. I do that all the time. This place shall be chunk loaded, and one important thing that you should remember is that we're not going to use all 6 of them today. I just made them so that I don't have to make them ever again. That's basically the whole point. However, for today there are a few that I want to spawn, so let's go and get them. We just get a bunch. That's more than 1 stack. Ew. They don't stack. I'm going to tell you what mobs I'm going to spawn and what are the reasons for them, and then you're going to explain to me if that's a good idea or not, and if I need extra mobs or not. The first one is King Bam Bam Bam. We haven't fought him yet, but we're going to summon him for the first time. The main reason that I'm summoning him is that he does give us Emberstone, and also something called Enchanted Gunpowder, which is used in a few things. Also, what do you do with the pelvis? Oh, I need that. That's a useful thing. We will do that later. The second one is going to be the Nethergenic Wither because it does give us nether stars. I don't really think having 2 simulation chambers for withers is gonna cut it. We need way more nether stars. And I also think that if you want to spawn the wither in a wood farm, you need to feed the wood farm with some wither skeleton skulls and soul sand. This one should be semi-free. Besides, we do get Demon Heart and we also get Divine Shards. I need Divine Shards in order to make capacitors, and we also need the Divine Stone. In other news, it also gives you Hellfire, fire, which we can use it in order to make the eternal dragon fire. You know, so that we would be able to get some dragon stuff. We need them. It's not just for fun. And of course, the final mob for today is just going to be the Watcher, because yes, we do get netherite ingots. It does give us skill crystals, which is something that I want. And most importantly, blue fire gem. And it does have a singularity, and you can make palladium solar cells with it. It's too far away, but you know, I just wanted to let you know that those are going to be the mobs. If you have any experience that I'm doing something wrong, please let me know. Dude, spawn. Shouldn't you drop something? Oh, I got it. The Dengenic Coldstone. Okay, you go to hell. So if I remember correctly, we just drop it, take one of the ender shards, and then link it to him. I'm doing way more damage this time. With a sword. Fully programmed. Perfect. The next one is going to be King Bam Bam Bam. There is only one king in this world, and that's me. I mean, elected chancellor. Sorry. So we shall link you. Whoop. Oh, this is gonna be painful. What a jerk! You shall be dealt with a bow. Not the honorable way. Oh, and by the way, all of them are going to drop something which has EMC. We're going to use those for EMC as well. Why not? So that was King Bam Bam. Let's get the Watcher. Hello, Watcher. You're incredibly ugly. It's nice that I'm doing more damage. Let's go set up our wood farms. I have made the factory controllers, and I'm now installing the upgrades. We're going with efficiency because that will reduce the power consumption. We are going with mass because it's going to spawn more creatures. Obviously, we are going to go with looting. And finally, we are going to go with experience. I need experience. I need a lot of that. For the Watcher, it's consuming 9000 RF. That's not bad. That's actually amazing. As for the ender chest, we're going with the flag of Mexico. Did I get anything? Oh my goodness. As a person who doesn't like wood, I might take it back. Apparently this is the Dengenic Wither. That consumes 5000 RF. What? That's cheap. Really cheap. And obviously King Bam Bam. 4500 RF. That's not bad. It's just that why aren't you working? Oh, you didn't connect. My bad. It's just that at this very moment I just have to do a ton of filtering. That's it. Oh my goodness. A few points. The mob farm does already give you solidified experience, so we didn't need the experience upgrade. Instead, I have the rate upgrades. And as a result, yeah, the power consumption went way up. Secondly, I'm actually thinking about my choice of mobs. We're getting the things that I want, but it's very disproportionate. For example, last time that I checked, I had 60,000 netherite, now I have 150,000. Another thing is that the Dengenic Wither doesn't actually drop you the nether star, it's like a bonus, 2.2%. So I don't really know, but maybe we don't need one of the bosses. But for now it's working, I'm not putting any effort into that, let it gather some resources. How do I go home? Yes. Anyways, before we progress, I have to start fixing up this mess. All the messes. You might notice on top of our machine room we are going to have a second floor, and that is because somebody left me a very important comment. King. For example, if we want to start making some capacitors, this is the speed that we can make them. It's not bad, but we're getting one at a time. That is because I'm using one packager, one unpacker, and one package crafter. So King told me I can use way more crafters. Well, I'm using 5 of them over here. In order for them to work in parallel, we are also going to need packager extensions. And now notice the difference with the basic capacitor. We order 1000. You get 5 every single time. This was just for testing, but I have to do this for every single crafter that we have. Talking about crafters, we also need a huge supply of black iron, so let us get an assembling machine, and we shall use the brand new recipe. It's faster. The old recipe can go to hell. Oh yeah, this is way faster. Way faster. Nice. This is our brand new crafting setup, and it does work super fast, but it does have a giant flaw. Well, basically, if we want to craft items, it's at a decent speed, and I'm really happy with this one. The only flaw it has is that if I want to change the patterns, I have to break this block, because you can't really access the unpackagers. So here's what we're going to do. We're gonna break the packager on top, and we just put it here. In this way, I should also be able to access the unpackager. The packager has to be in the system, but it doesn't really have to be touching the unpackager. And just to see if it works, let's order 100 more capacitors, and it's working. Good. Theoretically speaking, I can put another crafter on top of the unpackager, but then we will run into the same problem, meaning that I have to break something. So we're not gonna do that. So this part works. Now I need to upgrade some of the other machines. Because originally we had access to thermal expansion and ender IO. The problem is that the machines from a mod whose name I shall not mention are incredibly faster. Also, I have no idea why, but I'm using a redstone furnace instead of a red matter furnace. So let me do some upgrade, add a few machines and recipes, and I'll be right back. A bit of time later and we have way more machines, better recipes, faster machines, bigger buffers. I even had to make a buffer for water for symmetry purposes, but ignore that. Nothing that I have done is super important or very special, it's just that we're making the same garbage, but faster. You know, using better recipes and better machines. So what is the goal? For everything that I have just mentioned at the start of the episode, what we need to do is that we need to go to the moon, so we're going to need a rocket. That means we have to be able to make machine structures from advanced rocketry. I have already set up the pattern, it's on auto crafting, and it's decently fast. Yeah, it's done. So there you go. We have that one. However, if everything was normal, I could have gone to the moon today. But things are not normal. So up to this rocket assembling machine, everything else is pretty standard. But for making the rocket assembling machine, we need something called Divine Star. There's no other recipe, that's it. How do we get that star? Well, we need an endergenic mythic void resource miner. The recipe is a bit crazy. We need 4 of these stones just for the multi-block, and in order to power this resource miner, we are also going to need to feed it nethergenic fluid. So these recipes that you see over here are out of the question. We need to go with this recipe. We already have the gunpowder, we have the blue fire, we need the Nethenjake rune, and obviously a new machine. How do you get the Nethenjake rune? Well, you need transformation powder from the Twilight Forest, and you need a lot of that, and you need dreaded steel. Dreaded steel is a combination of dreadite, ice dragon steel, and fire dragon steel, and it's an amazing rabbit hole. Well, also just to make sure that the quests are going to count, let us make a fission reactor casing. I just want to be able to make sure that the quest is unlocked, otherwise we don't really care. You have no idea, but this is way faster. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy I did this. Took a few hours. And we also need to have the fission controller. Let's make one. Very cool. That should be a quest. Also, from now on, we're just gonna follow the quests. So, our next quest, I may be losing it. We need the Bloodmaster's Tome. Aha, the Bloodmaster's Tome is going to require a few things. One of them is the Chiroma's Barb. We're in a Between Lands base, which is hollow and empty. But I do have one Chiroma's Barb. Where's the Matriarch? There is a very high chance I killed her. I got hit by lightning. Oh, there is a Barb. Yes! Lovely. I got hit by lightning again. What a jerk. The Chiromas are off the list. We already have the blank slate. The book is fine. Now we need to get the soul shard. I have been checking to see if I have any soul stealer books, because we do need to capture souls and I can't see anything. Oh, soul steal. Only one. One is better than none. So we already got a soul shard from a dimension. We got a few of them. This one was empty. I need to fill it in with the souls of blazes. So we need to spawn blazes. If we kill one blaze, this is going to be bound. And since I have Soul Stealer 1, every time that I kill a blaze, it's just gonna be 2 souls. I need to kill 512. The amount of garbage that mobs drop is crazy. You have so many mods. And then there are bosses who drop enchanted books, so nothing stacks. Also, the player chest is locked, so I can't really organize my inventory. I'll let it despawn. We don't care. We have the soul shard. We can make a great spawner with this, but we don't really need to. So from the Bloodmaster's Tome, there is only one item left. Depleted LEU 235. That means we have to set up a fission reactor, and since we have radiation in this mod pack, we're just gonna do this far away from home. The gist of it is I have no idea how radiation works. So until I can figure it out, everything from a mod whose name I shall not mention shall be set up over here. You know, far away. But we do have access to radiation scrubbers and we are going to use them. If you look at the tooltip, it will tell you that put them high up in the sky in a pattern like so. So I guess let's do that. In this mod pack we can craft spectre coils, and I guess at our brand new location in the Black Forest we would be able to have one more quantum ring. Also we are going to have our first isotope separator with a pattern for uranium 235. The tiny clump. Also any isotope of any radiation material that we get, we will just put them inside drawers. So let's get some uranium 235, 100. Why not? What happens to 238? Am I not supposed to get more than 4? Ah, suddenly I got 100. Okay, but generally this is what we were looking for. Tiny clump of uranium 235. That means now I can have a pattern for radiation scrubbers, a pattern for DU plating, and a pattern for elite plating. I don't really think I can craft it though. Yeah, we're missing the enhanced ender ingot. These ones I just forgot to set in patterns. I don't really know where to set up the ender crafters. We're going to set them up under our molecular assemblers. We're going to have 2 of them. They need ender alternators, and the more the better. But it does have a 3-block radius, that's it. Up, down, and to the sides. I hooked up the P2P tunnel. I didn't remember. But in any case, if I want to order some enhanced ender ingots, one of you should work. Oops. Well, you're working. very slowly. We need more alternators, way more. The issue is that this is not the fastest process in the world. Yeah, it's an induction smelter, what can you do? Now that we have everything on auto crafting, let's order 9 radiation scrubbers. What do you need? That's a stupendous amount of resources for nothing. Okay, well at least everything is semi-fast. Can't really complain. In the meantime, one of the things that you might notice is that we still don't have a fission reactor. And the answer for that is very simple. We need a new machine because we need to make coolers, and this is the recipe. That's the only recipe, I suppose. Well, there's 2 of them. This is slightly better, this is slightly cheaper, and don't really know why. But this is Bloodmaster metal ingot. Oh, okay. So for the Bloodmaster ingot, I have been informed that we can do something very important. It's just that I'm not really sure if it works. Since the game became tougher, we're getting mobs who are wearing that armor. So what if we have an ender chest, a filter, and we whitelist the armor like so? You know, at a very high priority. Do we get anything? The thing is, I have already gathered some. I killed a few mobs, I got the armor, and yes, this does work. You get the nuggets, and you do get the armor. Nice. We just have to smelt it. It's not an arc furnace recipe, it's a furnace recipe. It gives you a nugget. Or a few nuggets. It's basically an occasional catch, but we're not doing that bad. We already have 6 ingots. At least I can have 4 coolers, is the point. However, in order to make the cooler, we need something else. Hyper chitinous plate, implosion compressor, which is, yeah, a multi-block. Honestly speaking, I have absolutely no idea where to fit in a multi-block. We're just gonna put it here. I mean, if it's anything like Grandma's teeth nagging horses, it's gonna be very loud. So I know that I have the rhino thingy. Do we also have the exoskeleton? Not much. All of these things, just for a cooler. I'm not exactly sure if the implosion compressor requires overclocker upgrades, but can we order some? It's not loud, but it's slow. Also, we're out of power, so you do need a transformer upgrade at least. To accept more power? Maybe a bit more? Okay, and we go with 2 overclockers, see what happens. It's not bad. I can live with that. So I'm assuming after ages and ages and ages, we can start making a reactor. The first few ones are going to be very simple, so we will go with cryotium coolers and also inderium. It's a few ages later, my grandson says hello, but our radiation scrubbers are ready. Oh, I forgot my angel block, but you can use a rod of the highlands. It places dirt in midair, which is nice. So apparently we can put the radiation scrubbers way up in the air, and 9 of them should clear up any radiation. Also, I have no clue why you should use Spectre coils, why can't you use cables? But I'm not picky. I don't ask questions anymore. We follow the quests. Active radiation removal. 46%. What does that mean? Again, we don't ask questions. Making a decent number of reactor casings so that we can set up a fission reactor takes a tremendous amount of time. Because of the empowerers, we need a lot of gravitite. So I have been thinking, let us stay productive. If you look at the quest line, there is one warper that we haven't made. Furatu warper. And this is the recipe for it. We're just missing 1 ingredient. So we're going to spam way more machines just to get that 1 ingredient. We absolutely have to do that because there is a bee in that dimension which we need in order to go to space, I think. So in order to make this guy, there is a teeny tiny machine, like so, but it also requires life essence as well as liquid LP. Life essence is, well, blood from the blood altar. And I was also wondering what the hell is liquid LP then? Well, apparently it's just a reason so that you would make a brand new machine. That's it. To give you LP. Again, both of the machines are not that difficult to make, it's just that if we want to give it a boost, we need the Omotol Containment Stone, which is just an energy container. Let's get one. I already picked up my book. Oh, and by the way, talking about Abyssal Craft, a lot of you guys have been telling me that there is a ritual from Abyssal Craft for doing enchantments. And again, a lot of you guys tell me that it's only valid until level 15. We're kind of past the point of having 15 levels. We need something which gives us 40 levels, 50 levels, or something. This is why I'm not doing that ritual. Just wanted to let you know why I'm not doing that ritual, that's it. This energy container is also very useful for us, so I'm just going to try and make 2 sets of it. It's cheap and we have 100,000 PE. What did I just make? Ah, yes. I have been making a few bits of garbage and yeah, we have 500 fission reactor casings. Since I'm busy, make me 400 more, I guess. I just literally finished the Omotol energy container. So we are using an overworld energy one. We break that one. We put one omotol on top. For the second one, we just surround it with ataxium and we get the omotol containment stone. I think that was the hard part. Yeah, I think that was literally the hardest part. The rest of that is super easy. It doesn't even need power. So this dude that you see over here is our LP harvester. We just need to provide it with any type of raw protein and it should provide us with LP. And I believe this is a different type of LP, but it's decently fast. I guess we can also have a black hole tank. Why not? It's free LP, we're just using EMC. Now let me try to get the second machine. The second machine is actually super tiny. Really tiny. You're missing something, what? I don't see anything. How did you miss one block? Maybe I used it to craft something, it's fine. It goes over there. So obviously this liquid LP that we're getting from here, maybe we shouldn't do it with a conduit. Let's use ender tanks. This one has more uses. Well, it does require two things, liquid LP and life essence. I'm not really sure if this is something that we need in very large quantities, but let's make a bunch. It does require 12 buckets, so it's kind of expensive. But it's fast. Give me 2. Does it stack? Okay, make more, I guess. I have set up the pattern. Let's get the warper. The warper is ready. I have my charged porter. Let's go, I guess. It's a bit laggy. Oh, ghasts. I hate them. What's in here? Is there like a spawner? Because they keep spawning. Okay, there was a chest with nothing of importance. Oops. That seems important. With a ton of watchers. I'm not killing them. I just go in. Upgrade key? Wait, that's it? That's garbage. This one is important. The bee. Is it the bee? There are no bees. Skulking princess. Perfect. Oh, and this. Finally. Blackthorn. We need this in order to make something called Ioraku stone, which is used for a resource miner. Let us find a bit more, just in case. There is way more. Plum. Does it drop a sapling? Blackthorn is a plum. Shut up. I mean, it does come from plums. Sorry, it's loud, but there is something here. Belt of meteor. Upgrade kit. Honestly speaking, I don't think there's going to be anything else of interest over here. Maybe there is. What is this? Fabric of reality. Paint to break. We switch it. And then go in. There's nothing in it. Oh, there's a box. Sneaky. I think we're done here. We can go home. Okay, I'm back and I just wanted to explain to you a few stuff. The reason that we went to this dimension is for this stone. We needed the bee because we need the honeycomb in order to craft the stone. We needed the blackthorn, and later on we also have to gather a few other gizmos. But what does this stone do? Well, you make a resource miner with it, and that resource miner is the only way that you will get the divine star, so that we would be able to go to the moon. Also, not really sure how big we should go with the reactors, but I'm guessing a 9x9 will do. I guess we just start with this one. If we need bigger, I'll make them bigger. Yay! Great. What great? I guess it's good for power. I'm gonna void the power. You just watch me. It's been such a long time that I forgot. We need LEU 235. Don't I have uranium 235? Oops. We ate it all. It's fine. We just make more. Also, I have made a bunch of coolers. Let's make a bit more. And let's make a few cells. And then let's make a hole, I guess. So the Indirium cooler goes in the corners. This is why it's very convenient. You don't have to solve a puzzle. Cryotium coolers have to be touching two sides. Also very convenient. Not really sure how the heat situation is going to work, but we're going to go with 4 reactor cells for the moment. My LEU is ready. Shouldn't carry it, I guess. But you go in the reactor and we just turn you on. Don't explode. What happened to the fuel? 1200 RF, that's it. 15 minutes. I am very sorry. We turn you off and we just get way more coolers. I can't wait 15 minutes. I just added way more coolers, way more cells. How are we doing? 4 minutes. That's more like it. Also, does this mean that we don't have any radiation in the chunk? I'm not sure. Or am I the one who's radiated? Maybe it's me. Yeah, I think it was me. Okay. Yeah, I'm eating golden carrots. It's reducing. Okay. Anyways, see you in around 4 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been 4 minutes and we have the depleted LEU. It's radioactive. But with that, we should be able to make the Bloodmaster's Tome. What happened to my soul shard? Okay. There you go. I think we have to right click. Yeah, it's the stage of Bloodmaster stage. Just before we wrap up today's episode, there is one more thing that I wanted to mention. Well, actually 2 things. One of them is that this enchanter from Botania consumes a ton of mana. So it's not good for very high tiers of enchantments. Secondly, I have received a lot of comments regarding the runic altar. You guys have been telling me that I should change this to until primary crafting results is returned. That's wrong. it doesn't work. I have already tried it several times when I was making it. I literally played with every single mode on the interface, it just doesn't work. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one. Bye bye. Oh no. Just 1 second. So we made the Bloodmaster Tome so that we can do this quest. It's the chain of quests that is given to us. I'm not doing anything. But we need something called Nether Sky Amber, and you might notice it's telling us requires the Bloodmaster Tome to become craftable. And well, this is the recipe for it. What does it do? It gives you a resource miner. Again. And I don't really know why the quests want us to do this, because it doesn't really give me anything of importance except calcite. You know, you can make capacitors a bit faster, or get more modularium. Okay, maybe it's not that bad. But yeah, we're just going to follow the quest line. That's it. Because I have redone this episode 4 times. I don't want to do it again. We just follow the quests. Bye bye.